Hey Chamilo lovers, this is another tutorial brought to you by Business, the company behind Chamilo. And in this tutorial we're gonna see how to actually create courses, because this is one of the most basic features to use from the Chamilo LMS system. So LMS goes for Learning Management System, and so it's supposed to manage learning. Okay, so basically it will help you in the management of the different courses that you might teach with your institution or personally. Installing Chamilo is quite simple. You can see another tutorial just around this one that will help you finding how to install or going through the installation process. If you have your portal installed, then you can just enter. In this case, we're gonna enter as administrators. The teacher we're gonna use it as a teacher, but just for the sake of simplicity and because we only have created an administrator user so far, we're gonna use this administrator user to create the course. So I'm sent to the administration tab, but that won't be the case if I'm a teacher. If I'm a teacher, I'm gonna go to my courses. And in my courses, I'm going to find a block on the left side that says create a course. So I'm just going to click this block, and I'm going to say, I don't know, maybe I want to give a course on French speaking basics. Okay. So because this is a French speaking basics course, I might want to like give a very deep immersion to my students, and I can choose the language of the course. In this case, I disabled in a previous tutorial, I disabled all the other languages than English, so I don't have an option. But if I enable the French language again, then I will have a drop down selection language box that I will be able to pick French from. And then once I enter the course, everything in the interface will be in French. Okay, so this is a particularity of the Chamilo platform. You can choose the language in which your course will be shown. For the course code, I'm gonna put French 101. So if you have a code, use it. If you don't put anything in there, and then the system will generate a code from the title. Because this is the first course I'm gonna create, I'm gonna click the fill with demo content. And if I have other courses on the platform, I can also use another course as a template. So I can say, okay, I can create actually a template course for French courses in general, with all the documents with the right headers and that kind of stuff. And then afterwards I can create other courses that will just be based on that course, and we copy all the content that was in this template course. In this case, I don't have any course yet on the system, so I'm just going to leave that empty. So I just filled the title and selected fill with demo content. The code wasn't required, so I could have just put the title and that's it. In this case, I wanted the demo content, so I clicked this option. Create this course, and then this will generate the course structure. It will generate a folder in which the course will be placed, and then we're gonna have something like this. Because we selected the fill with demo content option, we have a small introduction section here. Otherwise we would have an empty text. So just let's check what it looks like when we don't have demo content. I'm just gonna delete that section. There we go. Just refresh, and this is what I would see as a teacher if I didn't click the fill with demo content option. And in the course itself, so I have an introduction section here that I can fill with HTML, with I can put a YouTube video, for example. Let's see, I have a URL on another page with a video from YouTube. So we're just gonna check the YouTube option, which is this icon here. I'm just gonna paste, oh sorry, not in this one, paste the URL, and I'm gonna make it responsive. Okay, so once I do that, I just insert the video, save the intro text, and once I reload the course itself, I'm gonna have that video, that YouTube video, inside the course itself. Okay, so depending on what I want to do with the introduction to my course. I can put videos here, I can put a slide share presentation, I can have any kind of embeddable content. I will be able to put it there. In this case, we use the specific YouTube icon. There's another icon to import pretty much from any type of known website that provides embedded content. You can see here YouTube, Flickr, Kik, Vimeo, Hulu, and that kind of stuff. Okay, so we just paste the URL, select a few options there, and you'll be on your way with a great course introduction. I'm going to leave it empty for now. Basically, if you don't like the icons of your course, you can also click this option here and you can customize any icon. Just replace it with another similar icon with the same size, and it will replace this tool icon inside this course. If you want to do that globally for the whole portal, then you will have to do that through the style sheets that you will upload to your portal, and not through the course itself. Okay. Good. So basically, once you're inside your course, you have this introduction section we already talked about, the authoring section, which has 10 different tools that allow you to provide content or prepare content as a teacher for the management of your class. Then you have the interaction tools, which are more oriented towards having interaction with the user. So you have the chat tool, the form tool, the groups tool, which is something that allows you to make small working groups inside the classroom. So for example, group for your students 4x4. You have different the wiki option and that kind of stuff. And then you have an administration section, which allows you to manage your course, really, I mean, track the progress of your students through the reporting tool, or change the settings of your course and see or configure which kind of messages you want to get on which updates of the different things that happen in your course. So if a student sends an answer to an exercise or an exam, for example, then you will get a notification by email. That kind of stuff you can configure here. If you want to change the title of your course or the language of your course, you can change that here as well. The backup option allows you to backup content of your course and also copy one course to another, that kind of stuff. So it's very useful. As a teacher, you probably the first actions that you're going to do are probably to upload a few documents or create your own documents and then create some tests. Okay, these are going to be the items of future tutorials. But basically, if you want to know a little bit more, there's a documentation from a previous version of Chamilo that allows you to understand how the documents tool and the test tool work. So once you have built a little bit of content through there, you might want to structure that content to present it to the users in a compelling manner. This will be done through the Learning Path tool. So the Learning Path is mostly a tool that allows you to combine content from other tools and just make it nicely presented for the users. Okay, so if we go very quickly to have an overview preview of what a learning path is. So let's say that this is the chapter 1. We just click continue, and then we don't have any document, so we're gonna create a new document. And we're gonna say, okay, this is the introduction. Well, it's actually not the introduction, but rather the title page. Okay, so let's say French basics. Okay, understanding words, whatever. Okay, you can change the logo here. That's just an image. We can upload another image here. And then once you're okay with that, you set a title here. You made sure that the current folder was the right one. So in this case, it's chapter 1, but you can create subfolders with this option. You just click add this document to the course, and this document will be added. If you want to preview it as a student, you can just click this icon and you will see the document as a student. Okay, the mobile view of that works quite well as well. So if you want to get rid of that column on the left side, just click this button and you will get a full page view of the document that you created. Once you have finished the document, you move to another document. This will be checked as already approved or reviewed, and then you can see a progress here. You can see the 100% progress. These options won't be visible for the student, obviously, but that's the presentation that the learning path will have for the students. Okay, so this is it for this short tutorial. In the next tutorials, we're gonna have a deeper look at how to create students.
Chamilo, une solution business.